Good afternoon, guys. Today our topic is network theory, and especially we are talking about circuit elements. What is the concept of voltage, current? I think that you all are know these things, but just recalling this. Then I will go for AC fundamentals, and then I will start the main module. And I think this network theory classes will be distributed among honorable principal sir and me also. So then you will get who will get which module. First of all, today is a lab session, but now it is not the time for starting lab. Within this period, we are going for our theory class. So let's start the circuit elements. Basic concept. Just recall these things. First of all, what is voltage? We have to know some basic concepts and some deep concept, because if we go for uh, GATE and other competitive exam, then they follow the questions from basics. That's why we are again recalling this. What is the voltage? You know what is the voltage, but again we are going to start. Look, in this field theory or the electric field, there is a two type of charge. One is positive charge and another is negative charge. Okay. So if there is two charges are coming together, then there is a attraction. Okay. This force of attraction is created because positive charge attract negative charge attract positive charge. So force of attraction is created. So we can write point wise, you can note down this because this is a very basic concept. This is required for our GATE preparation, for our competitive preparation, etc. Look, there are two types of charges, and specifically this is called electrical charges. Electrical charges. Okay. So one is positive, another is negative. One is positive and another is okay. So if there is any charge, there must be a force of attraction. If it is a positive, then force of repulsion. But here is a attraction. A force of attraction will be created. A force of attraction will be created. So whenever a charge to different type of charge is there, then a force of attraction so a force of attraction is created or exists. between this. One is positive charge, another is negative charge. Okay. Now, if we want to segregate any of this charge from this force of attraction, then we have to apply some force. Okay. So a certain amount of energy work is required to overcome the force and move the inner charges through a specific distance. So all positive charge possess a certain amount of potential energy because of separation between them. So if I want to move this positive charge from this place to this place, then I have to apply some force or apply some energy to overcome this force of attraction. This is the basic concept. Okay. Then we will go for what is volt, what is this. So the difference in potential energy of the charge is called the potential difference. So how much amount of force or energy we have to apply to detach this force of attraction or overcome this force of attraction, it is mentioned as the potential difference. It is called a potential. And how much difference we need? This is called the potential difference. Actually, you all know, if there is a two tank, the height is this, then from upper tank to lower tank, water will or liquid will be flow. But if there is a two tank at the same level, if you connect this, then no water will flow from this tank to this tank. Hmm. So this is called the potential difference. So for this is just similar to your electrical field. If there is a 220 volt and if there is a say 0 volt, then there must be a flow of current. So this is flow of current. But if there is 220 volt and this is also 220 volt, if you connect with a conducting path or conductor or conducting material, nothing happen. Okay, because there is a no potential difference. So just remember this: if this is a positive charge and surrounding this there is a electron is there, is the electron, this is a negative charge. Okay, so there must be attraction, and we have to apply some force so that we can carry this electron from here to here. Okay, so this potential is called, or potential difference is called, voltage as a unit. Look, there is a difference between volt and voltage. Volt and voltage. One volt is the potential difference between 2 points. If 1 joule energy, this is W, is required to carry 1 coulomb charge. Between 2 points, then it is called 1 volt. Okay, so we can write volt equal to W by Q, or V equal to dW dQ. V equal to dW by dQ. Okay, now this is the voltage, and we are talking about another thing. Sorry, this was the volt, and now we are talking about voltage. So voltage, or what is potential difference? Voltage or potential difference. Look, voltage is the potential difference. Just like if there is a two socket, this is 220 volt and this is 0 volt, this is earth. Okay, and unit is also volt. Unit is also volt. So just remember, voltage is just a level difference. Potential difference means just like a level difference. Okay, so this is a SI unit. Volt is the SI unit of electromotive force. I think you all know what is electromotive force. EMF concept, I think you have. The difference of potential that that would carry that would carry 1 ampere of current against 1 ohm resistance. This is the definition of voltage. Okay. So voltage is, there is actually two type of things is there. One is volt, another is voltage. So what is volt? If we have to work 1 joule to remove 1 unit of charge from a field, then this is called a voltage. This 1 unit means 1 coulomb charge. Okay. And what is the 1 coulomb? Unit of coulomb? Look, for your electron, you just remember that is the charge of one electron is 1.60217662 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So from this you can remember this is what is the unit of coulomb, an amount of coulomb. Okay. And what is the potential difference? Potential difference or the voltage is just, this is the difference of potential, means just like a water level difference. If there is a difference, then it must be a current flow if it is connected with this conductor. Otherwise, if the difference is same, no difference, then no current will be flow. That's why sometimes the question is asked, why we need earthing, or what is the advantages of earthing. Look, you are from you have completed your diploma, you know better. Please, this is answer this thing. Look, if there is a line and neutral, we are getting 220 volt at the line, but in neutral it must be zero, but it is not zero all this time, because in this appliance there is a stray field is created. Stray field is created. So sometimes it may be 5 volt, sometimes it may be in this stray field, sometimes it's maybe 18 volt, sometimes more, at least uh, 30, and it is not specific, not finite. It may be 5, maybe 28, or within this range. So what happens? We are exactly getting the potential difference. If this is a 5 volt, then exactly we are getting 220 minus 5, 215. If this is a 18 or 20 volt, we are getting 200 volt. So we are actually getting this amount of voltage. So that's why we need to make a earthing of this stray field. If we made a earthing or grounding, then what happens? This amount of voltage will be go to the ground, so it may be zero. Then we are getting full voltage, that is 220 volt. Okay. So this is the real concept of this voltage and potential difference. The unit of voltage and unit of volt, the both are the volt. This volt, this is also volt, and this is the voltage. So unit of this is same, that is the voltage. Now we are going to the next topic, that is current. What is the current? So if there is a conductor, there is a, as this is a conductor, in conductor conductor, there is a free electron, free electron. So we have to apply some voltage, or voltage means some force which can drive this electron from one direction. Okay. Then whenever this force is applied, then a flow of current will be created. So what is the flow of current? Flow of current is indicated to the opposite of electron flow. Means here the holes are flowing. Holes are flowing. This is electron, this is hole. So this is the current flow and opposite to the electron flow. So we have to make some voltage or potential difference so that electrons are attracted, and whenever electrons are drives from one direction, not scattering, they're one direction flow, then we are getting some current, and this current direction is the opposite of this electron. So what is the current? This is the movement of electron from one end of the material or you may say this is the conductor. We are talking about conductor. It is also applicable for the semiconductor also, but we are talking about generally conductor for our electrical field. Okay. So material to the other end constitutes an electric field. Current. So the current is defined as rate of flow of electron in a conductive or semiconductive material okay. It is measured by the number of electrons that flow past a point in unit time. Okay. So I is defined as Q by T, or I is dq dt. Unit of current is ampere. You all know this. So 1 ampere is equal to 1 coulomb per second. So 1 coulomb is 6.25. You may take this 10 to the power 8 electrons. Okay, so this is the current. Okay, so this is some basic concept, very deep concept, which is required for your future. And now we are talking about resistance. I think you all know this resistance. So what is the resistance? I draw a picture so that you can remember this. If there is a water level and this is also a water tank, so from here to here there is a restriction, or you may say this is valve. If you open it 100%, then flow will be 100%. If you open it 80%, then flow will be also reduced, because we are giving some restriction. So this is just like a, for your electrical field, if there is a 220 volt and there is a 0 volt, if you connect with a conductor, then it will be flow of current will be here, but it will depends on your resistor. This resistor, or the, this is also called the resistance, is just like this valve. Okay, but this is not a valve just like your unidirection valve. Here this is a unidirection valve, but resistance has no direction. It may be in this way, it may be in this way, but it is flowing also as the potential. This is the 220, this is the 0. So current must be flow from 220 to 0. Okay, but if I change this resistance, if I change this resistance, say this is the A and this is the B, nothing happens, because this is a bidirectional device. So this is the difference between valve and this resistance. And what is the similarities? Valve restricts the flow of liquid level and resistance restrict the flow of current. Okay, so this is the resistance, just keep in mind. So when a current flows in a material, of course conductive material, conductive or conductor. Conductive means this, it may be conductor and semiconductor also. The free electron moves through the material and collide with each other. Atoms. So this collision causes electron to lose some of their energy so where the energy will go? This energy will come to the nature as a heat. And this collision restrict the movement of electron. So this collision restrict the movement of electrons. The property of the material is also called conductive material is called resistance. Okay, so whenever some electron are flowing in this conductor, there must be a collision with each other. Due to this collision, they are losing their some energy, and this energy is dissipated in your nature as a heat energy. Okay, and due to this collision, it the free flow is not occurred. Okay, so where the collision is much, then the resistance also much greater than the others. Just like some gathering emerging from a narrow path. Some humans are going through a narrow path, so there must be a collision from each other, and there is a highway. There is this gathering is there, so there is no collision. They must go through this. So this is the difference between a fine wire and a heavy wire, or the high gauge wire. In this is just like a broad road, and this is a narrow way. If narrow way means a fine wire, there must be a collision. Due to this collision, the resistance or restrictions will be increased. But in a broad road or a high road, there is no collision. Just like this, whenever 100 ampere uh, wire are going. Okay. And this is denoted as this R, and just remember, this is the resistance. This is the resistance. Okay. So guys, today we have the two periods. So this is just going to end, and in the same link, please join again. I stop this and start within a minute. Okay, thank you. Just join in the same link immediately.